Welcome back to RuskiWeldFab, welcome back to the channel. Today we're at Kelsey sticker sign and design. I guess somebody's been converted to a bit of carbon fiber, which is going to be fitting a roof. Let's hear it from Connor. What are we doing, Connor?
Oh, hi. Today we're cutting the roof off my car and we're fitting this roof. This is a carbon roof off of an M6, crushed M6. That's why it's all scuffed up. I'll sort that out once it's on. And then I'll wrap it in carbon because I'm not getting it re-lacquered. So, windows are out, headline is out. Did a nice job of that. Now we've just got to cut the roof off. We've got to get this sunroof out somehow. And then
why are you doing this?
Weight saving, man. And also this roof rattles and it drives me fucking mental, and I've done everything I could to make it not rattle, aside from replace the I'm not doing that.
Have you watched some YouTube tutorials on how to do it, or we're just going to wing it?
I've watched them do it on an E92. I don't think anyone's ever done it on one of these. So, I haven't even done it at that one.
So again, the world's first.
Yeah, that's what I'm about, isn't it? It doesn't look very hard. I think we just cut it off, smooth everything out, glue the other one on. There's the support on that under here. Obviously this isn't very structural because it's glass, virtually all of it. So there's still a support in that carbon roof that we can put in. Someone Google how to take the sunroof out. That sounds like a you job, mate. Oh, hang on, it looks easy. It's just loads of torque screws. Loads of torque screws. You didn't Google it for me. I told you to YouTube it. What is that? Is that the motor?
Just do it the usual way, just yank it out.
What I'm trying to do. I'm not strong enough. I'm just a small boy. Right you are. Yeah, but it's bolted in this cross number, look.
From 1 to 10, how difficult was it?
It was just confusing.
So good 6.
Well, I mean, it was technically easy, wasn't it? It was just...
Well, we got there.
We should have just Googled it before we started.
Yeah, I know, but who wants to Google stuff when you think you can do it yourself?
Exactly.
Now it's out and it's for sale.
Eddie, I am serious. I want some pig hoofs. I'm not going to eat them because that's absolutely disgusting. I'll just throw them at stuff or something. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I do want them. And you promised me them. I'm going to leave this because this is clearly a support. This is clearly a support. And this is clearly a support. So we're leaving them. So we just got to cut the top skin off.
This is so satisfying, honestly.
Lovely. $26 kilos. Let's see what it does. 26 kilos. 25, let's say.
That's actually quite a lot, isn't it?
But then we need to weigh that.
Okay.
Five. So we saved 20 kilos.
That's actually a really good saving. And not to forget, that's from the worst place, right at the top.
Lovely, mate.
Let's get the glue out and just glue this bitch in. I can't believe you're just gonna wrap it. I suppose it doesn't matter. I mean, did you know the new Yaris GR? That's what they've done.
Probably should have taken these fucking pillars up, really, because
I mean, it's lucky I own a wrapping company, innit? Because probably going to have to redo that.
What wrapping company?
see what you did there.
Go on.
Go film the sign.
Where is the sign? There's no sign.
At the front.
Oh yeah, that company. Yeah, I've never heard of it before. You guys any good or what?
No.
Yeah, they are right. They are right. They do all of our team graphics and they do this stuff and they do cars. They do. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's a full green wrap. I mean, can't go wrong with green wrap thing.
It's not getting wrapped, it's getting thick, yeah.
It's just been wrapped. Look at it. Perfect, flawless. It looks like factory paint. That's how good they are. Anyways. How are you gonna glue them in?
With that shit, that's what I saw them do.
Same.
Dab some bits on it.
But obviously you want to do it after you wrap it.
Yeah, yeah, I'll leave this now. Oh, that really good. It's about the best as we're going to get, I reckon.
By the way, if you're thinking of doing something similar and to avoid the aggravation that we kind of endured, here's a simple breakdown. You take this roof off first, the glass. You raise it completely out. Then you take the plastic trim from the thingy bob, and then you have literally 2 screws on the side and 2 at the front, and the whole glass thing just comes up. And then what you do is you unscrew your frame, and that goes from the bottom. So don't try and yank it as is all together from the bottom, because then it's like 2 hours wasted. So yeah, that's how you fit a carbon roof to E63 545 Ci M6 M5. It's not an M5. BMW, Connor's BMW. I'm not sure if you're gonna attempt it, but what I can say is that the roof from the M6 fits absolutely perfect. And to be fair, if you follow advice on YouTube how to take the existing roof off, then you should be fine. Yeah, looks good, and it's 20 kilograms lighter. Yeah,
72 hours later.
Right, roof is all good. I'm just wetting it down now to put PPF on. All of the lacquer came off in like massive bits. It was absolutely crazy. I've never seen anything like it. Just literally peeled an entire roof lacquer off and it was fine underneath. So I'm just now flattered it back and I'm gonna put PPF film on it, and I think that'll be fine. If not, I'll get it lacquered by the body shop, but I think the PPF will make it look fine. That's it all done. You can see it's literally perfect, which is nice. So just got to put the bits of trim back in here, but they aren't ready yet, and that's it. I did the headliner, just waiting for some buttons to go in there to fill them holes up, and then aside from that we're done. Everything seems good.
3 weeks later.
Right then, this should be the last part of the video. It's all done, it's all great, everything looks brilliant. There were a few hiccups along the way. We originally planned to wrap the carbon roof with vinyl wrap because I own a vinyl wrapping company, and carbon wrap is so good these days that I just thought it's easy. There's no point getting the lacquer off the roof that I got because it was all chipped and stuff. I didn't want to leave it, so I just thought it'd be easy to just wrap over it. However, I spoke to Scott at Custom Exotics, and they're the body shop near us, and he just laughed at me and said, why are you putting fake carbon over real carbon when all we've got to do is re-lacquer it? I thought getting the original lacquer off the roof was going to be a pain, but we just picked it outside his unit and it came off in like A4 sheets. It was crazy. I've never ever seen anything like it. We stripped the whole roof in like 5 minutes and it left no residue, nothing. It was fine. So I then said to him, there's no point us re-lacquering it because I can PPF it because we do PPF at my company. So yeah, I took it back. I PPF'd it because without the lacquer on it, it looked fine. The chips and things were only in the original lacquer. I PPF'd it, as you'll have seen earlier on in the video. It looked perfect at the time. Everything was great. However, when carbon has no lacquer on it, it's actually a little bit textured, just because the way the gel coat is with the weave. And that had got little bits of water stuck underneath the PPF. I thought it would disperse, I thought it would be fine. It looked fine at the time. However, that then turned white over the next few days in places, and there was like, it was pretty good, but there were like little patches that annoyed me. So we ripped that completely off, and I took it over to Scott yesterday, and he has done the most unbelievable job on it. He flattered it all back and everything, got it all perfect, and now he's lacquered it and it looks like glass. It's crazy. I mean, they are famously a very, very good body shop, very well known in the custom American car scene. So, I mean, it should be perfect, but it is absolutely incredible, as I'm sure you'll agree from these shots here. It just looks wicked. It couldn't have come out any better. So yeah, big thanks to Scott at Custom Exotics for that. Just literally, I mean, what could you ask for more? It's absolutely perfect. That's the end of this little project. I do need to neaten up these little rails a bit because I left them kicking around the workshop whilst it was being lacquered, whilst the roof was being lacquered, and we scratched them all up because whatever. So that's this job done though. I will be making the car a little bit lighter now. For a bit by putting lighter seats and things in, but I don't. It still needs to stay a very nice car because this is a car I use every day, and I actually like it being a nice car. So I'll be doing that over the next few months and saving weight where I can, where keeping it as nice as it is. Just because
we're at a limit now. Like it makes 577 horsepower right now, and it cannot handle it at all. The gearbox over 5,000 RPM is useless. It just spins the clutches, won't shift. It's rubbish. So it's now going to go back to Rich at Redline Tuning, and he is now going to tune it to try and basically keep it around 520-ish horsepower, something like that. So I'll leave the smaller pulley on so that obviously I've got power sooner, so it's a bit better down low, but once it gets up over a 500 horsepower, he's going to detune it just to get it to stay at a level where hopefully the gearbox can handle it. I have bought another gearbox. I probably am just going to build my own gearbox now. I can't find anybody who is willing to take on a challenge of doing this, even though I'm willing to just throw money at it, but no one even wants to get involved with it. So I'm probably going to get the ZD clutches myself, build this spare box I've got, rebuild the valve body, and then at least I know that the box is as good as it can be. I'll change everything in it, and if it can't handle it, then we really are at the limit. There's nothing else we can do. We've done the software, we've done the box. If we can't do it, then the pre-LCI boxes just can't do it. It's that simple. So that'll probably be a future episode. If the Russian comes over and films it at mine, if not, I'll do it and I'll post it up on Facebook groups and things. But for now, everything's done. The roof looks perfect. It really wasn't very hard. If you want to do it, have a look at the video we've just done. I'm sure you'll agree it was pretty easy. It really was pretty simple. So yeah, have a go yourself, and I'll see you next time.